Aye, aye. It's people.
Are we live now?
We're live, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
We're live. I think we're a bit out of focus. I don't know why, but.
For the best, let's face it.
Yeah. Gorgeous, swelled, perfectly formed studio audience here. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Keep up. Keep up. You were much better in rehearsal. In the house, in the Zenden, in Hay-on-G, down the bottom of my garden, our garden, is the one and only, the wonderful Mr. Chris Bannister. Oh, and Joe is saying, what's wrong with the camera? I have not got a clue, so I have to come down here, mate, and have a look at it if you want. Woo!
Is it not as it should be? No?
We're all fuzzy, mate.
All right.
Yeah.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see, well, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Well, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Baby, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me.
Stand by me.
If the sky that you look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, stand by me. I'm asking you to stand by me. Baby, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Well, darling, stand by me. 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 Oh. So darling, stand by me. Stand by me. I'm asking you to stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Stand by me.
Darling, stand by me. Stand by me. I'm asking you to stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Stand by me. Yeah, yeah.
Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky should fall, stand by me, stand by me.
Awesome, mate.
That was more the John Lennon version, really.
Was it? It was our
A
version.
bit John Lennon at times. Are we in focus? Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I think we're in focus now. You know, in the early...
Good job we got good technicians.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. That was young Joe.
Yes.
Techie Joe, as we used to call him before we were told we couldn't call him that anymore. And he used to always be down here keeping an eye on me. And then I sort of got my act together. But every now and again I have to summon him.
Yeah.
And it's quite a long run in bare feet from the house. So thank you, Joe. I've no idea what he did, but I can see you now, mate.
It worked,
I always think it's just my glasses messed it up. Oh, Chris Bannister in the house and an audience. I'm usually all on my own down here. It's so fun to have you guys.
So sometimes you do these and you're completely alone, is it?
Well, it's this show, actually it's show number 70.
70?
Yeah.
Wow.
And 64 of them, no, 64 of them have been on my own. Nobody. At least you have Sarah with you when you do your Facebook Live.
Time, yeah, at least
Yeah.
that, you know.
So in the early days, yeah, Joe used to stay here because I've got so many things wrong.
With the technical side of things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not the music.
I do sympathise. Actually.
But yeah, I'm usually down here on my own, which I don't mind, but so much.
It's much
funner.
nicer with people, yeah. So we got If There's Ever a Time down here.
Oh, fantastic. A Chris Bannister original.
This is one of my songs. This is from an album called Don't Forget Forgive. From Sarah's about 6-7 years ago, maybe longer. 9 years ago. Oh, God. This is called If There's Ever a Time. Baby, this letter isn't easy to write. I'm sitting here thousands of miles from my home, and God knows I miss you tonight. And I just wanted to tell you I still feel the same. And I know that you're in the arms of another. Baby, I know I'm to blame, but if there's ever a time when it all falls apart, and if he makes you cry, if he breaks your heart, when the nights are too long and you can't find a friend, give me a chance and I'll make you a believer again. Well, I know my mistake. Too much time on the road. And a girl like you needs someone there she can trust. Someone strong, someone to hold. And your faith in me died, so you found someone new. Well, darling, I know how this sounds, but I've changed. And I swear that I'll be there for you if there's ever a time when it all falls apart, and if he makes you cry, if he breaks your heart, when the nights are too long and you can't find a friend. Give me a chance and I'll make you a believer again. Well, I guess that I've said all I wanted to say. Tonight I will imagine I'm singing those love songs for you. Forget your lifetime away, and I hope that you're happy. I hope that he's kind. Deep down I know that I may never see you again, but darling, please keep me in mind. If there's ever a time, if there's ever a time, if there's ever a time.
Ah, yeah.
Checking the set list there.
I love that song, Chris.
Thank you, Snake. That really means a lot. You've no idea how much that means to me too.
And I think it kind of sums up that loneliness of
That being away from home thing, yeah.
2,000 miles away from home. And
Absolutely, yeah.
And everybody thinks you're having a great time. Sometimes you're not.
Sometimes you're not. Often you're not.
Sometimes you are. But
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
And there's not much of that going on this year, is there? So
Not really, no.
mind you, you're on the road, you're here, and you live in Wigan.
It's been great to just the last two. I mean, we've only done 3 actual gigs in front of audiences, and since the beginning of when was the Georgian Theatre? Was that
It's the 13th of March.
13th? Was it March that?
Yeah.
So I've only done that one, and the last one we did, and then this one. We've only done 3, and they've all been with you. So, yeah.
I'm honoured. Yeah. So yeah, Chris has come all the way from Wigan, and his car does 1 mile to the gallon. So we're hoping for generosity tonight. We were hoping for clanks and clinks in that tip jar, so that we can get you and the boys and the wife safely home.
Absolutely.
With plenty of baked beans in the trunk and plenty of petrol in the tank. Okay, we're going to do a secret.
The Secret, yeah.
Okay. This
It's one of Snake's
Yeah.
own compositions.
But it's a secret. It is the secret. Thank you, studio audience. And thanks a million.
Well, we've had a special request, haven't we, Snake?
We
Which
have,
apparently
yeah.
you've been promising for years and years, decades maybe even.
Sort of.
Never done it, and it's now. When I think of Snake Davis, I don't think of Meatloaf really. It's not a kind of music or an image that springs to mind when I think of Snake's music, but apparently we have got a big Meatloaf fan in the room.
In
us.
this very room, Nikki from 4 doors down the road. When she thinks of Snake Davis, she thinks of why is he not playing Meatloaf?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Because he probably could, you know, he's a musician.
But there are a few Meatloaf songs that do have saxophone on them. Paradise by the Dashboard. I was a big Meatloaf fan when I was young. I thought I loved the epic nature of it when I was about 15 or 16. And there was this song. This came out in. It was on an album. So I'm killing time while I try and learn the chords while I'm doing it. It was on an album that Meatloaf couldn't sing, apparently, because he'd lost his voice. And Jim Steinman, his songwriter, did an album called Bad for Good. Do you remember this one? It was called Bad for Good. And this song was actually not even on the album. It was on like a free single that you got with, a bit like Stevie Wonder, but nowhere near as cool, you know, where you give a free single away. And I just loved this song when it came out. And I'm just wondering if I can remember it, but we're going to give it a go. Now, Snake's never even heard this song, I don't think. I can guarantee he's never heard it. But this is from the album Band for Good by Jim Steinman. Kind of. Like I say, it was on a separate disc. And this is called Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through. You can't run away forever, but there's nothing wrong with getting a good head start. You want to shut out the night, you want to shut down the sun, you want to shut away the pieces of a broken heart. Think of how we'd lay down together. You'd be listening to the radio so loud and so strong, every golden nugget coming like a gift of the gods. Someone must have blessed us when he gave us those songs. I treasure your love, I never want to lose it. You've been through the fires of hell, and I know you got the ashes to prove it. Treasure your love, I want to show you how to use it. Through a lot of pain in the dirt, and I know you got the scars to prove it. Remember everything that I told you, and I'm telling you again that it's true. When you're alone and afraid and you're completely amazed to find there's nothing anybody can do, keep on believing and you'll discover, baby, there's always something magic. There's always something new. And when you really, really need it the most, that's when rock and roll dreams come through. The beat is yours forever. The beat is always true. When you really, really need it the most, that's when rock and roll dreams come through for you. There's always something magic. There's always something new. And when you really, really need it the most, That's when rock and roll dreams come true. The beat is yours forever. The beat is always new. And when you really, really need it the most, that's when rock and roll dreams come true for you. That was fantastic. See, Snake can really do that Clarence Clemens stuff. He can really play that.
Clarence Clemens.
He doesn't do it very often, but you really play that well. I don't know if it was him on the record. It was.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never heard the
Mel
record.
Collins or.
Rock and roll dreams come true.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about rock and roll dreams over a fish finger sandwich, weren't we?
We were, yeah. That was the most rock and roll thing I've ever done. Fish finger. It's absolutely true. Fish finger sandwiches. You can't. Sometimes that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes beans on toast is the greatest meal on earth, isn't it? You know,
I'd agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially with an egg on it and some cheese.
Are you hungry, by the way?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah. After all this fish finger talk, yes, I am.
We've had a busy Sunday because we did a gig in a field, didn't we?
We did, yeah, and it was great.
It was
did
great.
Rain.
It did rain. We've done 4 gigs in fields, and it's rained every time. I mean, we, the Zen Den team, and by popular demand, you were here for the last one, and it rained again.
Well, it did, but we sort of got away with it, didn't we?
Well, yeah, it didn't spoil. I didn't dampen the spirits, and I don't think any of the equipment is broken, which is good.
No, but I did make some mistakes because the neck of my guitar was very slippery.
Yeah, that's one an original excuse.
Yes,
that's one I haven't heard before.
I finally had an excuse that was actually credible. You know.
Yeah, you messed up a Supertramp song and said it was because your neck was slippery.
That was it.
Yeah.
It was.
That was after
No,
the
it was
one.
Flamingo. The Supertramp
was it?
one I
Right,
just
right,
cocked up.
Oh, yeah.
I had no excuse for that.
That was after the one where you said there were spiders crawling over your face.
We're having to get used to this completely new reality where there's spiders and flies buzzing around, and I suppose you play outside a lot, you know, like you've done the big shows like Glastonbury and stuff. You get used to that kind of thing.
I don't know. There's a lot more spiders and flies in Wootton Field than there is at Glastonbury. At Glastonbury, there's probably security not letting the flies in onto the stage.
Not coming anywhere at a time, mate.
So big shout out to all the people in Ennerdale. I think you're listening in. Peter and Marge and Emma and the gang. So that's over there in West Cumbria. You're all welcome. You offliners, you onliners. Who's here? Brenda's here. Joe's here. Thank you, Joe. David's here. Met Sharon today in the field. Jen was here again. She's been to everyone. Amazing.
He's a Nick Drake song. This is Northern Sky. You ever the professional Snake? I've started that in the wrong key, haven't I? It's nothing he can't handle. I never felt magic crazy as this. I never saw moons, knew the meaning of the sea. Never held emotion in the palm of my hand. I felt sweet breezes in the top of a tree. But now you're here, brighten my northern sky. It's been a long time that I've waited. It's been a long time that I'm blown. It's been a long time that I've wondered through the people I have known. Oh, if you would and you could straighten my new mind's eye. Would you love me for my money? Would you love me for my head? Would you love me through the winter? Would you love me till I'm dead? Oh, if you would and you could, come blow your horn on high. Never felt magic crazy as this. I never saw moons, knew the meaning of the sea. I never held emotion in the palm of my hand. I felt sweet breezes in the top of a tree. But now you're here, brighten my northern sky. Brighten my northern sky. Brighten my northern sky. Northern sky. Northern sky. Would you love me in the morning? Would you love me through the winter? Would you love me for my head?
Yeah, that was interesting, the key thing.
Yes. Well, that's one way of putting it. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of very kindly praised me for picking up on the fact that you'd started
in the wrong key.
Well, played the whole song in the wrong key.
Right.
But actually, meanwhile, I'd given myself a hard time for not realising until I played my first note. I was just, yeah, this is in E flat. La 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 la. My fingers go here. Oops, no, it's not. But my ears should have picked that up first, so I'm crossing myself.
No, I think you were the one. I don't think you need to blame yourself there, Snake. I think.
Oh yeah, but I do.
That I played the song in the entirely wrong key. It's not like I played it in a key that was sympathetic to that. You know what I mean?
No, it was a semitone away. But
yes, yeah. It was almost Les Dawson. You know? That's very you, that, to beat yourself up over something I'd done.
Oh dear. I don't know.
So what do you want to play next, Snake? What do you think?
Let's well, you're renowned for doing beautiful versions of John Denver songs. So how about the Sunshine one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now what key are we doing it in?
I'm just going to like
I'll tell you what, we'll do it
turn
in
my
the
ears
usual-
up to 11 and
we'll-
whatever key you're in,
Okay, yeah.
that's the key I'm going to be in.
So it's B flat. All right. So this is this was originally on John Denver's album Poems, Prayers and Promises, 1970, I believe. But the version I really like is the version with Jim Horn playing sax on it, which is kind of the version we do. So it's which came much later. He recorded this song, I think, 3 or 4 times in his career. Did various different. If he got a new singer, a new guitar player in, or a backing vocalist, or in Jim's case, a sax player, he would do a different version of the song. So it's called "Sunshine on My Shoulders." Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. And if I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. And if I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. And if I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. And if I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time gets me high. Sunshine almost always.
You like baby
I
sax?
just love that sound of that, yeah. And it's amazing because obviously I'm not hearing any kind of amplification. I'm just hearing the guitar, and well, I'm almost hearing the guitar. I'm singing over the guitar, but I can hear that, and it's to hear it, you know, without any kind of a mic or anything like that. Yeah. Just such an incredible sound. It really is.
Oh, thank you, mate. Your baby sax is very sweet.
Put it in your pocket, that couldn't you? So
yeah, the way we're set up for live streams, but it's slightly odd. I have earpieces in so that I can kind of monitor roughly what's going on and what's going out to you guys out there. But you guys up there are just hearing the instruments acoustic in the room,
yeah.
And the voices, which is actually the last gig we did before lockdown. That's what we did.
Completely, yeah.
No electronics, not even a microphone.
Yeah, which was you've got to bear that in mind. You've got to sing slightly different.
One has to project.
Yes, you do. You can't sing like I'm singing very, quietly at times now, but when it's a big audience, you have to. It's a strange thing. It's a completely different style of gig.
Yeah.
And it's very enjoyable, but you are exhausted at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly having to, even when you talk, it all becomes a bit Ian McKellen. By the way, Ian McKellen, Wigan lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the best come from Wigan, don't they?
Yeah. And I can hear it in his accent just now and again.
Yeah.
Even in The Hobbit and stuff like that. Oh, Frodo, what are you talking about?
Now, let's pause the proceedings because there's a gentleman called Yak, and he's been with us since day one, hasn't he, Sally? And he's a stalwart upholder of the faith of the Zendem stream. And he wants to know, I'll just have a little sleep in the corner while you answer this, but he wants to know what model of Takanimi is your guitar. I'm yawning already.
I've got no idea. It's an EF740 SGN. I don't know. It's somebody gave me this guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
Result?
I have a little music shop in the north of England, and when I first opened, a friend of mine came in. He went, "Look, I've got this guitar. It's a little bit worn and battered. You can see it's got all kinds of marks all over it.
It's scruffy. It's a scruffy old thing. You won't want it.
It's a scruffy old thing." And he said, "I want you to have this, and you can sell it in your shop. Get you go. It's like a gift to sort of get you started with."
Lovely.
Because I had virtually no stock. And I played it, and I just absolutely, I play this all the time. I've got all kinds of guitars. I've got this beautiful, really expensive thing here with.
What's that one then? Because Yak will want to know before he asks.
This is a Michael Sandon Tanglewood.
That's a beer, isn't it? Tanglewood.
It's a what?
I thought that was a beer. Tanglewood.
Tanglefoot.
Oh.
Come on.
I've got a one-track mind.
You're neither an expert on guitars or beer. The Tanglefoot. I think that might be what you're drinking right now, actually. So shall we do? Do you want to do something else with that? What have you got?
No. Do whatever you want.
I was thinking.
You're the special guest, mate.
Do you want to do Flamingo? Or?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I can see Snake's got doubts because I made a bit of a mess of this today only because it was raining and my hand was slipping around on the neck of this guitar, which is rubbish. This guitar, it's really slippery.
Hey, yeah, you don't want one of those, mate.
So somebody gave it. So this I didn't even buy this, and it is the one I use all the time.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful sounding guitar.
It is, yeah. Japanese made, the best.
Oh yeah.
Takamine, foot of the Takamine mountain there.
So yeah, okay, Flamingo, an old jazz standard. We love the version that Earl Bostwick did. What's this on my phone? Is this a haiku come in or? Say again, Sally. A poem. But we'll have a quick poem before we do Flamingo. Okay, so I like to rehearse my poems really before I read them out, but I can't have a quiet rehearsal, can I? So this is from Jill Haynes. Okay. Late summer, snaky magic in the air. Snaky and friends weave their spell on Wootton's green field. Swallows weave and swoop to the beautiful music on Wootton's green field. Oh, thank you, Jill. I love that.
That's really nice.
That's lovely, yeah. Beautiful. There was a heron as well spotted. And maybe less dramatically, 4 ducks.
Yeah. That's slightly more common, isn't it?
Thank you for that, Jill. That's lovely.
But there was a huge tree on the field, and it must be, hundreds of years old, an old sycamore, isn't it, that tree there right in the middle of the field?
Yeah.
And my 2 boys came over and he said, oh, it's really cool, it's a hollow tree. You don't see much of that nowadays. No, they usually die or fall over in a storm. And I was like, oh, God, I must go and have a look at that. And Snake went, is it still full of litter and rubbish and stuff, cans that people have thrown in? And it was, wasn't it, sadly? Yeah. Look after trees.
That's one thing that we did think of doing, Sally, didn't we? Is going and clearing out the tree.
Yeah.
But we never got around to it. Next season.
Shall
I count this in again?
Yeah.
Minor adjustment.
Yeah. Sorry, it's now.
1, Flamingo. Well done, mate.
There was no water.
There was no slipperiness there.
Yeah. So that which proves I was right. It was that caused it. Honest. It was a scary moment when the rain came down, though, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It has been each week when that flipping rain has come. There was one, 2 weeks ago. Some of you were there, weren't you? In the field with Helen Watson. Thunder and lightning, mate.
Really?
It's
Under that
like
mast as well?
buckets, yeah, under that big steel mast, and everybody with the umbrellas up.
Conductor, frankly. I mean,
We live dangerously, don't we?
that is living dangerously a little bit more than I want to be quite honest. But yeah.
Yeah, I hope those funds are coming in, to pay for our hospital bills.
Absolutely, yeah. We take risks.
We do.
Take risks.
Yeah. Risky business.
Yeah. Always has been. So, do you want to do Million Love Songs, Snake?
I'll do whatever you want to do. You're our guest.
I love this song, I must admit. So this is one of Snake's best known. But would you say that? Is that fair to say that, Snake? I mean,
yeah, one of my best known sessions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it opens with the sax. It
does, yeah. I think this afternoon you introduced it as one of my greatest hits.
One of your greatest hits.
I had to correct you and say it's one of Take That's greatest hits. And one of my most notable session jobs.
When I'm at the guitar shop, we have Smooth FM on all day. And this song's on at least 3 or 4 times a day. So it's...
Well, I'd like to point out I don't get any money for that.
Well, you didn't get much in the for the session itself, did you? Really? I mean...
About 15 quid.
But you're
that was a lot then. It was about 20 quid then.
Of the public forever. I mean, everybody knows that sax break, don't they? So
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's an honour to play it, and I shall do my best to do a good version of it.
Okay, mate.
Put your head against my life. What do you hear? A million words just trying to make the love song of the year. Look away, but don't forget what you have heard. A man who's trying to say 3 words, the words that make me scared. Million love songs later, and here I am trying to tell you that I care. Million love songs later, here I am just for you, girl. Look into the future now. What do I see? A million chances pass me by, a million chances to hold you. Take me back to where I used to be, to hide away from all my truth. Through the light I see a million love songs later, and here I am trying to tell you that I care. A million love songs later, and here I am waiting for you. A million love songs later,
Very nice, mate. Can make a good stand-in for Gary if he got sick.
They haven't done anything for a while, have they?
I've no idea, mate. I don't really know what's going on in the rest of the world.
But you did meet the guys, didn't you?
Yeah, did a few promotional things, TVs,
And were they nice? Were they
very, very, very nice. And I have to say, it wasn't their fault. They only got 15 quid for it. I wouldn't have known that. And yeah, they were lovely boys, and I learned a lot from them. And they were very charming. And every TV studio we went in, they were absolutely so interested in everybody. And keen to please. And I thought, yeah.
That's how to be, isn't it?
You'll go far, lads, I thought.
Keep that up, you'll do well, yeah.
It's always best to be nice to everybody, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. There's no reason not to be, and I've always found that the people at the top of the tree, like yourself, I've got to say. No, but the people that you meet that are kind of names, they're always really nice, and it's the kind of, I hate to say it's the middle ground guys. I want that there and move that from there, and I don't want that, and these strings are wrong, and this guitar's terrible. Look at it. It's those guys. They're the ones who cause all the trouble.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And it goes right to just your average guy who plays in a pub. He's great as well.
Yeah.
But it seems to
that middle ground.
The real ambitious guys. Ambitions. They don't have ambition.
No, ambition's a terrible thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Be happy with your lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy, aren't we?
Well, absolutely. I am now. I'm just at this moment.
Oh, we're going to do Apprentice. Brilliant.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, love this. Right.
There was a moment today when I thought I was doing this in the wrong key as well. But in my defence, it was something you did, Snake. It was like you gave me you sort of looked as if I've gone into the wrong key. So this is a song from, nothing you did playing-wise, but you sort of looked at me as if like...
I remember that moment. And now, in my defence, I know exactly what was going on.
Counter defence, yeah.
I thought that, just to explain to the people out there. Right, so I've got all these tin whistles.
Oh, right.
And they're all slightly different lengths, right? And if there's one here in the key of D, no, I don't need that. There's one here in a key of C, and I don't need that either. I need this one, which is in the key of C sharp.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I'd put the wrong one on.
Ah, right.
Which was because it was getting cold.
So it slightly gone. Did they go out of tune?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the expansion of the
exactly. It's all about physics, isn't it? It's the expansion of the metal.
But I wish I'd never brought that up now.
So do I now.
So this is, that was like me talking about the Takamine thing.
It was, yeah, well, I'm getting you back.
This is a song I did on an album called The Unicorn and Other Stories. It's about a young apprentice, ship's apprentice, who's fallen in love. And he goes to his ship's captain and... this is what folk singers do, innit? Tell the whole story and then do the song. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, while they're tuning up endlessly.
They give the whole plot away, and then you're like, well, I don't need to hear the song now. So I'll just do the song. It explains itself. To a New York trader I do belong, to sail the seas around and around. I had not sailed the league but one when I fell in love with a young woman. Whack full la day, whack full la day. To my captain I then did go, and told him of my sad grief and woe. I love a girl as I love my life. What would I give if she was my wife? Whack full la day, whack full la day. begun, you foolish and simple boy, to love a girl you can ne'er enjoy. For she has sweethearts on land and sea, and she'll be married for you are free. Whack-ful-la-li-day, whack-ful-la-li-day. Well, never mind, I'll go and I'll try. Perhaps she might but fancy I. Perhaps she might but fancy I, although I'm but apprentice boy. Whack-ful-la-li-day, whack-ful-la-li-day. So I bought her ribbons and I bought her gloves, and I safe conveyed them unto my love. And in taking them she was no way shy, although they came from apprentice boy. Whack-ful-la-li-day, whack-ful-la-li-day. His cheeks as red as roses, his honor kind and free. She said, dear youth, the fair I wed, I'll surely marry thee. So come all young men, where'er you be, and never flirt your love in low degree. Love that girl as you love your life, and when you're leaving, make her your wife. Whack-ful-la-li-day, 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 whack-ful-la-li-day.
Class, that, mate. That's a class piece of work. Unicorn and Other Stories. That's available to download, is it?
It is, yes. And I think we're going to re-release that on CD because Sarah does all. I don't know if you know this thing, but Sarah does all my artwork, and she did such a. It's my favourite one in terms of the cover and everything. It's just so.
I love that album.
Evocative, you know.
I did not know that. Well done, Sarah.
Yeah. Graphic designer by trade.
The Unicorn and Other Stories. We've got a couple left, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Do you want to do another John Denver song tonight?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. This is probably John Denver's most famous song. Certainly his only British number one. And it's weird, actually, because everybody just thinks it's a beautiful love song, which of course it is. And it's a really popular wedding song, but he actually wrote this when him and his wife were not going through a good patch. It was a kind of, they were on the verge of, I think they were on the verge of breaking up, but it was a final kind of, I've written this song for you, you know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. So
did that work?
I don't think it did, no, they'd still split up.
I thought I was after a happy ending there. No, I didn't get one.
Sadly not. So this is Annie's song. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Oh, come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Oh, come, let me love you. Come, love me again. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain. Like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
Beautiful, mate. So is the moral of that, do not write a song for the missus?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I've never written one for Sarah. She keeps saying, you've never written a song for me. And I'm like, well, look what happened to John Denver.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, she was gone. No, I think it was a bit longer than that, but it was certainly towards, it was in a rocky patch of the... I could be wrong about that. Write in.
Yeah, come on.
Write in, folks.
Let's get Googling.
Because
No,
he's
nobody's
sort of
corrected
asking
you
for
yet.
forgiveness in the song. You know, he's kind of like...
Yeah.
He's saying, forgive me, you know,
Yeah,
for things I've done wrong. I don't know what I've done, but, you know.
Somebody will probably tell us.
I'm sure somebody will.
People will be investigating as we speak.
Somebody probably ring his lawyer up.
What are you fancying, mate? Always on my mind, Riverman?
Either one of them. I'd love to do Riverman. We haven't done that today, have we?
Yeah. We haven't done that today. We could do them both.
We could do, or we could do...
What time's your last bus? And you lot are at home, aren't you? And you lot in Ennerdale are at home. And let's do them both.
Okay,
That's
so
as long as
this
the voice is strong and it sounds strong.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So this is a Nick Drake song. This is from his very first album, which I think he was unbelievably 19 when he did that album.
Yeah.
1969. And it really is a beautiful song. And this is really the Nick Drake song that makes me, just if I'm in the countryside, it really, this music always comes to me, you know, so it's, this is Riverman. Betty came by on her way, said she had a word to say about things today and falling leaves. Said she hadn't heard the news, hadn't had the time to choose the way to lose. And she believed. Gonna see the Riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the plan for lilac time. And if he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows and all night shows in summertime. Betty said she prayed today for the sky to blow away, or maybe stay. She wasn't sure, but when she thought of summer rain calling for her mind again, she lost the pain and stayed for more. Gonna see the Riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the band on Feeling Free. And if he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows, I don't suppose it's meant for me. A song in 5/4 time at this stage of the proceedings.
I know.
Audacious.
After the day we've had. Yeah, 5/4 time. Do da do da 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 da. Boom boom bap.
It's take 5, isn't it? Take 5's in.
Take 5 is in 5/4. Yeah.
And
And that is
also
in 5/4.
happy and I'm smiling, mocking my. Must know that as a flute player.
Oh yeah.
Living
yeah.
in the past, Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
That's 5/4,
Of
isn't
course, I'd forgotten that. I haven't heard that song for about 20 years.
it? Yeah. It's an interesting discussion, isn't it, for people? It's about as interesting as this guitar, you know.
Yeah. Most songs are in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some are in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you get a bit of 12/8. But 5/4 is weird.
5/4's really weird.
Unless you're a jazzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They've all gone to sleep. Look.
Which is great for the first few bars, but when you get to about 3 minutes in, you think, have I missed a beat here? Because you miss one beat, the whole thing's ruined completely.
Yeah. It's tricky here. Keeps you on your toes.
It does, yeah. I wonder if he was aware of that. But at 19 years of age, do you think he? I think he was just writing a song, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think he was even.
I think he was one of those guys who just shut his eyes and
just played. I don't think he was even thinking about
yeah,
the time signature. It wouldn't have been his thing, would it?
probably not.
And this chord at the end, I love that. Anyway, we really went off on one.
Yeah,
then.
we did. Yeah, snazzy chords, funny time signatures. So the gate.
Our last songs now.
So yeah, our last song. So the gateway to Chris Bannister is chrisbannister.com, isn't it? That's where you can get all the news.
ChrisBannisterMusic.com.
Chris Bannister. I always get that wrong. chrisbannistermusic.com.
And all the CDs that I think we've got 3 or 4 CDs available, and but all the albums are available as downloads.
Yeah.
Including Live from the Living Room. Is that a download, Sarah? I think so. You got to buy that. You got to buy that on CD.
Ah, you need the physical copy. It's good to have the physical copy.
It's a wax cylinder, that one.
It's been a wonderful pleasure having you in the
It
den.
really has been a fantastic day again, Steph. And I'd just like to thank you and Sally for your hospitality with the
Thank you very much, mate.
fish finger sandwiches. Excellent.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll fish finger sandwich.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't hold you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done. Girl, I never took the time, but you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't hold you quite as often as I could have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done. Girl, I never took the time, but you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Wonderful stuff. Hey. Thank you so much, Chris.
My pleasure, Snake. Thank you.
Thank you, studio audience. You've been perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for being with us yet again. Slight change next weekend. We're going to do a live stream on the Friday and on the Sunday. So dates for your diaries. Friday and Sunday. Down the Zen Den. Streaming away. Big thank you to Joe as ever. Got us reasonably in focus. And to Sally. And once again, show those hands. Big round of applause for Mr. Chris Bannister. Time to saddle the horses. Hit the road.
For the old homestead.
Yeah. You guys take care of each other.